Good morning. Morning. Hello.
Morning.
Today is Thursday the 9th.
Of May.
And we are on our way up to Scotland for our big road trip, aren't we? Hopefully 2 weeks of the Highlands, scenery, castles, lighthouses, steam trains.
And together time.
Aww. So the plan for today is we're going to drive up to Edinburgh, just outside South Queensferry. Stay over, and then tomorrow we're driving up to Inverness and staying over again, and then we start the NC500 on Saturday. Yeah?
Yes.
So, see
Prepare
you.
for lots of driving.
Yep, see you in Scotland. Okay, so it's now about 7:30 on Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. We drove from Wigan up to South Queensferry. First stop of the day, or the only stop of the day today, was at the Kelpies. And the question is, did we find them? And the answer is, yes we did. Look at the size of these things. They're absolutely amazing. I'm going to go and get a closer look as well. Hopefully we'll get some pictures when the sun sets. Let's go and have a closer look. There we go, end of day one. Where are you?
I'm here.
Where are you? I can't
I'm
see
here.
you. Ah, there you go.
Hello.
So yeah, day one, that was home to South Queensferry to Falkirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to have a look at the Forth Bridge and drive up to Inverness. Inverness. So yeah, nice day all told.
Bye.
Cool. Right, well that's us, so see you tomorrow.
See you tonight.
Good morning guys, it's now Friday the 10th. As you can see, we've made it over to North Queensferry. I'm just stood literally underneath the Forth rail bridge right now. You can see it right there. It is absolutely enormous. It's even bigger than I remembered it being. I don't know if you can see there. So I'm going to have a wander up. There's a viewpoint that I've seen that you can get hopefully a nice panoramic. So we're going to go and have a bit of a wander up there now and see what we can find.
A short walk from the car park is a little track that takes you up to a bit of a nature reserve. I was hoping that the tide would be in and we'd get some nice reflections, but unfortunately it wasn't the case that day. Still nice to see the Forth Bridge from a different angle.
Right then, it's back to the car and we're now heading up to Inverness. And then the real fun starts tomorrow when we head up towards Bealach. We're going to hopefully go to Tarbat Ness Lighthouse, Fairy Glen Waterfall, have a look around Bealach, and then we're stopping in Lybster or Lybster. But for today, yeah, we're heading from here now up to Inverness, have a look around, see what that looks like. So let's see what we can find along the way there.
Our NC500 route starts at Inverness. Heading north, we'll travel up the east coast to Tarbat, Ness, Bealach and Wick on the way to John O'Groats. From here, we'll head west along the north coast through Thurso and Tongue before arriving at Durness. We'll then start the journey south, crossing the iconic Kylesku bridge before calling at Loch Inver and Ullapool. Next, we'll journey to Tarbat and Applecross before leaving the coast and heading inland over the infamous Balnakeil Pass. We'll end our trip at Fort Augustus at the south end of Loch Ness. Day 3 was the official start of our NC500 trip. We left Inverness after breakfast and headed north along the east coast. First stop of the day was Furry Glen Falls, which I think is a popular stop on most people's itinerary. A 15-minute short walk from the car park along the river, and you end up at the 2 waterfalls, which was a really nice way to spend the morning.
So we made it, first stop, Furry Glen. This is a lower one. There's another one up the top apparently, so I'm going to get a few photos now and then we'll have a look at the top one as well. Lovely walk up here, nice and cool. We've even managed to get our feet wet in the river, so all good.
The next stop was at Tarbat Ness Lighthouse. Built in 1830, the lighthouse stands at 53 metres tall and has distinctive red bands around the main tower. It was also a great opportunity to get some aerial photos with the drone, as well as exploring the small coves and rocky outcrops that surround the lighthouse. We then headed to Bealach for a spot of lunch before continuing to Lybster and our digs for the night.
So we've now made it to Lybster, I still don't know how to say it. We've got to North Star Glamping, and this is where we're staying tonight. And here's them. It's warm in there, huh? It's like being in a greenhouse. Let's have a quick tour of the place, let's have a look. Let's see what's inside. A great little pod, so we've got a nice seating area on this side. God, it is so warm. Over this side, a small table and TV, nice. Little kitchen area. Bed on this side. And then through to the little bathroom. Got everything you need to be fair. Toilet, sink, shower on this side. There's a barbecue out the back. Don't know if you can see on the video. There you go. That little barbecue. We're eating at the pub tonight down the road, literally at the bottom of the road. Yeah, so there we go. This is cool. We're going to do a bit of a reset on the car, I think, now as well, and just clear out and get reorganised. So yeah, this is where we're staying for the night. Happy days. Right, time for a drink. See you later. Good morning. Morning, Em.
Morning.
Em's just writing her comments in the notebook. So last night we stayed here at North Star Glamping in Lybster. Or Lybster, I still can't say it. Which is it, Em?
Lybster. I don't know, because it's got a Y in it as well.
We'll call it Lybster. There was a rumour that the Northern Lights were going to make an appearance last night, so we stayed up till like midnight, and they didn't turn up. Surprise, surprise. There's a possibility that we might see them tonight, but again, that's just a rumour, so we'll see. Plan for today, we're going to Walligo Steps. We're going to call in Wick and then Castle Sinclair on the way up to John O'Groats, which we should be there mid-afternoon. Hopefully we can get in Duncansby Head, Lighthouse and the Sea Stacks as well. So,
And treasure trail.
oh yeah, and a treasure trail. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed the weather's looking nice again. I might even put on a bit of sun cream because I caught the sun a little bit yesterday. Surprise, surprise again. So yeah, that's where we're heading, isn't it? Yeah.
First stop of the day was Walligo Steps, a small secluded cove that used to be used by herring boats. There's over 300 steps down to the small platform where there's the ruins of some old buildings. Getting down to the bottom was really easy, and I sort of underestimated just how bad it was going to be getting back up, as you can probably tell in the next clip.
Quick note, going down's a piece of piss, coming up, no. Why the f in the right mind when I walk up and down 300 steps? Absolutely crazy. Alright, just gotta get my breath back and then we're going to carry on up to Wick.
After recovering from the exertions at Walligo Steps, we called into Wick for lunch and had a refuel before heading to Castle Sinclair, a castle ruin just north of Wick dating back to the 15th century. The castle is a 5 to 10 minute walk from the car park, and whilst not safe to explore inside, there are plenty of information boards around the site depicting what the castle would have looked like. A tradition for visitors seems to be leaving a pebble stack in the small cove next to the castle, which M duly obliged on our behalf.
Good morning, we're on Monday now. What's the date, Em? 12th? 13th of May. We stayed at Windy Ha B&B last night, just outside John O'Groats. Very nice, comfortable. I managed to go a little walk yesterday evening to go and take some photos. So this morning we've decided to have a ride up to Duncansby Stacks and Duncansby Lighthouse. Duncansby, I don't know. Anyway, it's very foggy and we can't see them. So let me show you what we can see. So there's the lighthouse. The stacks are literally there. You can just about see them. So there's going to be no drone photos, I'm afraid, and there's going to be no photos by the looks of it. So very changeable weather from the other day, isn't it? So yeah, that's kind of abandoned this section. So we're just going to probably make tracks and head towards Thurso along the north coast now. Apparently it gets a lot more rural and remote after here, so let's see what's in store for us there.
Strathy Bay is a bit of a hidden gem. It's about halfway along the road between Thurso and Tongue. You kind of approach it down a really nondescript road, and then parking next to this little cemetery, you go over the hill and you can just see this expanse of golden sand and clear blue sea. There's also a little sort of log cabin thing which kind of acts as an information centre and is also public toilets, which was really handy. We just used the opportunity to grab some lunch and fly the drone, just taking the peace and quiet. I think there was only us and maybe 3 or 4 other people there, which was really nice.
Good morning. We're now on, what day are we on today? Tuesday the 14th?
My half birthday.
Em's half birthday. And we're just about to leave Tongue. We didn't video much yesterday. After Straffy Bay. What did we do? We just kind of milled about and found a few nice places in Tongue.
I never had a cake and a...
Oh yeah, we stopped and had the dearest, most expensive piece of cake I've ever had in my life.
Good though.
It weren't 20 quid's worth. And then we went on the causeway, and this music's blasting. We went on the causeway and took some photos, took the drone up, and then went to our accommodation for last night, which was a little pod again. That was a bit of a story. So when we arrived, apparently they have a little dog which decided to run under the car. Ended up sadly passing away.
Even though the woman blamed me for doing it.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't our fault, so there's nothing we could have done about it, but it was just unfortunate. It kind of tainted the day a little bit, didn't it? But apart from that, yeah, we had a good enough night's sleep, didn't we? It was nice.
Reasonable.
Yeah. So we're up bright early this morning. We're heading to Durness. We're going to stop off along the way at a few places. And Em wants to try Cocoa Mountain hot chocolate, I think.
I do.
Yeah. So that's the plan for today. Oh yeah, we're going to do our washing as well. Hopefully the washing machines at Durness are working. So we'll see, yeah. Right, let's hit the road.
Located on what is almost its own island, Balnakeil lime kilns consist of 4 preserved kilns near a lime quarry. This is a super easy location to find, as it is literally at the roadside, and there is a small lay-by to parking, where you can hop over the wall and get some photos. As always, I sent the drone up to get some aerial shots of this stunning location before we continued our journey towards Durness. Once we arrived in Durness, the first job was to sort the laundry before heading down to Smoo Cave, a large sea cave that has a huge waterfall inside. Tours are sometimes available, but we decided just to do our own thing and explore before heading to Cheese and Toasted for the best cheese toasties in Scotland. In search of a sugar rush, we headed to Cocoa Mountain in Balnakeil, just outside Durness, and tested the hot chocolate before exploring Balnakeil Beach and the ruins of the old church. Oh, and we even met some of the locals enjoying a lazy afternoon on the beach.
It's another baking day in Scotland there.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday the 15th.
Yep.
We stayed in Durness last night. Wild Orchid Guest House. Excellent, can't fault it. Lovely meal last night, yeah. Breakfast this morning, beautiful. Yeah, came light about 5 o'clock, so I had a little walk down to the viewpoint again. Just had a little wander around. It's going to be so warm today. Plans are to head down to Kylesku Bridge, hopefully see that Wailing Widow waterfall, and then carry on down to, I keep wanting to say Lybster, it's not, is it? Lochinver. We're going to Lochinver hopefully for just after lunch, and then down to Ullapool where we're staying tonight.
Any NC500 road trip will likely cross over the Kylesku Bridge, a striking concrete bridge that can be viewed from either side as there is plenty of parking available. I took a walk over the bridge and sent up the drone to get some amazing panoramic shots with the stunning Scottish scenery as the backdrop.
Quick update from this morning. We came down from Durness to the Kylesku bridge.
You know what I've forgotten to do?
What?
Mileage.
Oh yeah, we didn't do mileage. Shit. Right. Okay. We'll have to make it up.
I'll put it on now. 34108.
Well, we'll deduct. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We've been doing mileage every day to try and figure out how far we've actually driven, so we'll do that. Yeah, so we drove down from Durness to the Kylesku bridge. The car park was closed, but we ended up just parking in some random little lay-by, and I managed to get some pics with the drone and my camera, but I didn't get any video. And then we drove down to Lochinver, where we've just been to Lochinver Larder, and had a really nice lunch. Steak and ale pie, beautiful, with some potatoes, peas and gravy. And then we had apple and blackcurrant pie with custard. Again, no pictures because we ate it too quick, but it was really, really nice. So the plan now is we're going to drive to Ullapool via Loch Assynt, and hopefully stop off at Ardvet Castle and just have a little look around there. So we'll see where we go. Just another update I forgot as well. Got an email this morning off the Jacobite steam train, so it looks like it is going ahead. Are you really pleased about that?
Very pleased, yeah.
Yeah, you try and look at it.
Cheeky get, I'm concentrating.
You're colouring it, Em's colouring in, look.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the pen to do its job.
Trying to get a pen to do its job, right. Anyway, while Em's trying to get the pen to do her job, here's a quick look at Lochinver from the car park. This scenery is becoming tedious. There's just so much nice scenery. It's like every time you go over a different hill or round a corner, there's just another mountain and another lake, and it's stunning, isn't it?
It's a surprise it's getting me.
Yeah, it's just like better and better the further we go in. So yeah, loving it, absolutely loving it. After letting our lunch settle, we drove from Lochinver, stopping at the ruins of Ardvet Castle, built in the 15th century on a small outcrop in Loch Assynt, to get some more photos and just take a moment to soak up the surroundings. Hello, good morning.
Good morning!
It's day 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Well, we left a week today, yeah, so...
This is day 8 then, yeah. Thursday, and we're at the falls of Measack. I can't say half of these Scottish names.
Well, it's... wherever we are, it's beautiful again.
Yeah, so we're about 10-15 minutes outside of Ullapool. We're going to this waterfall in this gorge, and then we're going to drive to Glen viewpoint, which is on the way to Torridon. Stop at Torridon, have a look, and then drive to Applecross. And this is where we're staying tonight. So get your dirty shoes on,
Okay.
and we'll go for a walk.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye bye.
The Corrie Gorge is about 12 miles south of Ullapool and was the first stop of the day. A 10-minute walk from the car park took us to the Falls of Measack, a 46 metre high waterfall with a bit of a wobbly suspension footbridge spanning the gorge. I don't think Em was too keen on it, but we survived. The next stop after this was to the Glen viewpoint, where I was able to get the drone up for some shots of the long, winding road through the valley. We also stopped here for a well-earned brew. After stopping at Torridon for lunch, we made the 32-mile journey along the mostly single-track road to Applecross, where we were staying overnight before tackling the infamous Balnakeil the next day. Our final morning on the NC500, and we left Applecross to tackle the Balnakeil, an 11-mile single-track road that reaches over 600 metres above sea level. The name is Gaelic for Pass of the Cattle, and the twisty, winding road is usually high on the to-do list of any NC500 trip. Fortunately for us, it was very quiet along the route, and we got to the summit without seeing a single person. We stopped to grab some photos and got the drone up one more time before heading down the other side and making our way to Fort Augustus, which was our last overnight stop on the road trip before spending the second week at River Fay in Glenfinnan. Our base for the second week of our trip was River Fay, a stunning modern house set in a secluded part of Glenfinnan, about half a mile walk from the iconic Glenfinnan viaduct. The house was the perfect place to relax and unwind after a week on the road. Planning to go to the Glenfinnan viaduct to view the train, one thing I'd recommend is you get there early, as the crowds do get really large. I know it looks really empty on the pictures, but believe me, there is a massive sort of banking just to the side of the viaduct, and it really gets popular. I can imagine in summer it's absolute chaos. Luckily for us, we also had a small viewpoint at the cottage, so we was able to view it from the privacy of our own home. I also managed to get the drone up as well, and got some great shots of the train passing every day. Our last stop was to the stunning Glencoe, about half an hour south of Fort William. This is a true photographer's dream and is definitely on my list of places to revisit.
Sad face. Today is day 16 of what feels like we've been away forever. We've had the best 2 weeks road trip and not road trip, haven't we? We're currently sat at a Premier Inn in East Kilbride. So first week from leaving home, we did obviously the NC500 route. Then the second week, we've stayed at River Fay in Glenfinnan. I've not done very much videos because we've just been using it as like a chill week and recharge week, haven't we? We did. Oh gosh, what did we do though? We did the Glenfinnan Jacobite steam train. That was good.
Right.
To Malig, and we've been to Glencoe twice.
Learned how to make soap.
Em learned how to make soap, and I went for a walk down to a place called Cowell, I think it is, where there's the old boat shipwreck thing.
We've seen the Neptune staircase.
Oh yeah, we've seen Neptune staircase, which is the locks, 7 or 8 locks on the Caledonian Canal, which heads down towards Fort William.
We did a treasure trail.
We did a treasure trail in
Fort William.
and yeah, go on.
A bonus one today.
Yeah, a bonus one today. So we left Riverfay this morning and drove down to East Kilbride. It took us about 3 hours. We stopped off in Glencoe again because I wanted to just retake some pictures. And then yeah, we got to East Kilbride at lunchtime. We made some sandwiches, and then we just decided to do an ad hoc impromptu treasure trail, which was nice. Yeah, enjoyed that. And now we're at the Premier Inn, so we're overnighting and then driving home tomorrow, which is another 3 hours. Yeah, and that's it. That's our Scotland road trip done.
Yes.
Yes, look at that little sad face. We're already planning next year, so we're doing the Welsh, or we're thinking of doing the Welsh Coast 400. So yeah, let's see what happens with that one. But yeah, in the meantime, I've got lots of photo editing to do from this trip. Should keep me busy for a while, and then we've got our trip to Norway in October to look forward to. So yep, a couple of beers tonight, I think, or ciders in your case, maybe, or rosé, or rose B. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's us. So yeah, heading home tomorrow, and yeah, ready up on the next one. Yeah.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Bye.